words.
Yes, we do. We've got a super chat from Richie Samantha Blanchard, who said, if tyranny becomes law, rebellion becomes duty, is true, then how bad do things have to get before it's tyrannical?
You know, great question. Very thoughtful question. I think we're getting really close to it.
Yeah.
I mean, when the agencies of the federal government are actually weaponizing their power to go after the political enemies of those who are in power, that is tyranny. When the law is not equally applied, it's only applied against the people who happen to disagree with the establishment, the insiders. It's not just the Democrats. I know it's easy to say it's Democrat, Republican. It's bigger than that. And I really hope you listen to what I'm about to say. The big battle that's going on in the country, I like to say it's the battle not of the left and the right, it's the battle of the good and evil. And boy, that sounds really a little bit maybe audacious, and I hope I don't offend you when I say that. When I say good and evil, I'm not saying Republicans are good and Democrats are evil. I'm saying that this battle line is a good versus evil. It's like demonic activity that you're seeing. When you have people who will put money on providing support for the borders in 7 other countries, but not our own, that's not a left-right. That's a good and evil issue. When you have people who say, we don't know what a woman is, we really don't know. It's okay for a naked man to walk through a YMCA with teenage girls trying to shower, and this naked man exposing himself to teenage girls who are supposed to shut up and just think that's normal and deny their own natural God-given modesty, then that's evil. That's not left-right. That's evil. I'm sorry, but when people say that there is no such thing as male or female and that you just be whatever you imagine yourself to be, again, that's not left or right. That's good and evil. And when you start saying stuff like that, I tell you it's evil. And you can disagree with me, and if you do, put it in the chat and challenge me all you want. But I think we're looking at something much bigger than the Democrats versus the Republicans. Look, I don't trust all the Republicans. I think a lot of them are absolutely as demonic as some of the Democrats. I really do. And I watch the way they vote, and I'm thinking, why are they doing it? Some of it is the same thing. Let's protect the power. Let's protect the institution. Let's protect the structure. Let's protect the establishment, the Washington world. And I want to think, who's protecting the people? The whole purpose of government in our system is not to protect anybody but you, the people. Not to protect the people who temporarily hold power, but to protect the citizens and to serve them and to work for them. This is not a political issue. This is a moral issue. It is a soul issue. Politics can give us different parameters, but let's be very clear. Politics is not the solution to what is really at the heart of America's problem. It's the battle of the good and evil, more than it is a law issue.
If I were the devil, if I were the prince of darkness, I'd want to engulf the whole world in darkness. And I'd have 1/3 of its real estate and 4/5 of its population, but I wouldn't be happy until I had seized the ripest apple on the tree. So I'd set about, however necessary, to take over the United States.
Our country is being invaded. The world is on the brink of nuclear war. American cities have become slums, our economy is in shambles, even our airplanes no longer take off on time.
Can you hear me?
In these past 2 years, the people of District 1 have built a reputation for boldly standing up, answering the call for freedom.
This is a resolution asking our state legislators to do everything in their power to stop it.
We oppose the sexualization of school children.
We think power should go back to the committees and the people
I don't want somebody that voted for Barack Obama determining who my Republican primary candidate is.
Don't believe the church and state in everything we tell you. Believe in me, I'm with the high command.
America was founded on a single principle:
Can you hear me?
freedom.
Can you hear me running? Can you hear me running? Can you hear me?
That price of freedom is eternal vigilance.
Can you hear
If I were the devil, with the wisdom of a serpent, I would whisper to you as I whispered to Eve. I would confide that what's bad is good. If I were the devil, I would encourage schools to refine young intellects, but neglect to discipline emotions. Just let those run wild. And with promises of higher ratings, I'd have mesmerizing media fanning the flames.
False news has become all too common on social media. And agendas to control exactly what people think. And this is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
This is extremely dangerous to our democracy.
It doesn't take much to look around and see a veil is being lifted, exposing corruption in so many areas of our government.
Train derailed.
Reports of cats and chickens dying and thousands of fish.
It reminds you of one of those apocalyptic shows where the nuclear fallout's coming out. It basically did nuke a whole town.
Can you hear?
East Palestine man who was in a recent movie that was eerily similar to the train derailment that happened.
East Palestine is a poor white town that voted for Trump, so honestly, who cares?
When you're looking at a world looking like it's coming off the rails, do you think that it would have been coming off the rails had Trump been reelected?
Of the people that were made aware of the Hunter Biden laptop story, 53% would have changed their vote, including 61% of Democrats.
Elections have consequences.
If Russia invades Ukraine, one way or another, Nord Stream 2 will not move forward.
There will be no longer a Nord Stream 2.
How will you do that?
I promise you we'll be able to do it.
Then the pipelines actually blew up, causing the single largest human-caused environmental disaster in all of history.
That the government of the United States of America, using intelligence and military assets, my friends, that is an act of war, inexplicable in modern history.
I just want to let you guys all know we found that Twitter was indeed communicating with the federal government to censor
with my face turned to the
I
side.
am angry for the millions of Americans who were silent because of your decisions, because of your actions, because of your collusion with the federal government.
I do what I can when I can while I can for my people.
We don't know where the FBI ends and Twitter begins.
Some of my Republican friends want to take the economy hostage. I get it. Anybody who doubts it, contact my office. I'll give you a copy. I'll give you a copy of the proposal. I enjoy conversion. We're not going to be moved into being threatened.
Until I die. So I'm gonna stand up. Can you hear freedom calling? Calling me to answer. Gonna keep on keeping on. I'm gonna stand up. Take my people with me. I hear freedom calling. Calling me to answer. Gonna keep on keeping on. I can feel it in my bones.
If I were the devil, I would caution against extremes in hard work, in patriotism, in moral conduct. Soon I could evict God from the courthouse, then from the schoolhouse, and then from the houses of Congress. And in his own churches I would substitute psychology for religion. And I would teach to pray after me, Our Father, which art in Washington. In other words, if I were the devil, I'd just keep right on doing what he's doing.